Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about what we know so far in next gen, kind of my initial reaction to gameplay, and I'm going to go over some stuff that's common knowledge now to this day in next gen and how that's going to work from current gen to next gen, specifically within my team. Badges, players, like if a player has 9 Hall of Fame badges, for example, what's going to happen to Grant Hill's badges? More than anything, because that's the guy we saw last night. But before we go any further, we're just going to watch a little bit of this gameplay from Yadman Gaming. The link to his YouTube channel will be down in the description, so make sure to go smash his subscribe button on his page. But I'm just going to be going over what I see within this gameplay. As far as dribbling, there's not much here. I'm just going to watch this one offensive possession, and just the dribbling looks sluggish. Okay, it looks sluggish. And I'm not going to sit here and judge too much by it, because I don't know how good this player is, but I'm guessing this player is pretty high stats, because if you're going to dribble and do this, you're probably going to make a pretty decent player. But as you guys can see, it just feels kind of sluggish, which I feel like it's just going to be harder to move around screens and some stuff like that. Obviously, you guys seen in the past videos that you can't spam curry slides and stuff like that. But just watching from the video, it doesn't look super sluggish. It just kind of looks slower than anything, which I don't really mind. Dribbling shouldn't be as quick as it is at this game right now, and so it's just hard to tell a lot from that specific play. But just from the movement wise, we'll go back and watch this. Just the movement and everything, it kind of reminds me of NBA Live. It just truly does, and I know that's not kind of what most people want to hear, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. NBA Live, like the last NBA Live game I played, is kind of what it does remind me of, just based on that clip. Another huge shout out to my guy DeshawneB Gaming. The link to his Twitch channel will be down in the description as well. He was streaming my team next gen, and this is kind of what the triple threat offline mode is like and looks like. That animation from Anthony Davis is in the game this year, or in the game current gen. So a lot of it, obviously the graphics are a little bit different, and even looking at the scoreboard, it's a little bit different and some stuff like that. But a lot of it looks pretty similar. I'm not going to sit here and lie with you. The movement on defense is different, and offense, I can tell you that. The movement is obviously different, and we knew gameplay is going to be the biggest thing. But how does, like obviously the font is the biggest thing that I feel has changed. All right, let's hold up. Let's go back and watch this dribble 6. It's obviously Zion, and nobody in my team, obviously, that he had can really move and groove. So we'll just kind of see. I mean, they're new animations. They're just totally new animations. Is that a hotspot from Luka? The hotspots look different as well. And as you guys can see, it's just a basically completely different game. This looks more like NBA Live than NBA 2K. And that's what I'll say. That's why I have hope for the game. Because honestly, I didn't even mind NBA. Okay, NBA Live games aren't good. They haven't been good. But there's parts to those games that are good. I'm not going to sit here and lie. There's parts of those games that are good. So we'll see kind of how this ends up panning out and stuff. But this is just the first kind of gameplay that we did get yesterday. And just looking at it quickly, the same kind of contest. I'm just trying to notice any sort of differences within the game. Did he try throwing a lob there? The hot spot under the feet is one thing that I noticed that I don't mind at all. I mean, it's just new. It looks a little bit different, but it's very noticeable still. Okay, what in the world? What in the world? So I don't know. It just looks like completely different types of fadeaway animations, everything. Like, I know that release has never been in the game. Shot meter, as you guys can see, looks like that. It's completely different. Everything is completely different, which it's going to be weird playing current gen and next gen both. It's going to be so weird, so different. But look, I have some high hopes for this game. I truly do. And I hope you guys do as well. I truly do. The shot meter just looks weird. I won't even use it, but it's going to be very interesting. So within the MyTEAM mode, as you guys can see, everything is basically the same. You scroll through multiplayer, you got limited, unlimited, triple threat online. Single player, you're going to have challenges and some stuff like that. But the basics is basically the same. The only thing that's changed is the fonts within it, which we expected this. We knew this was happening, okay? Nothing is going to change. Now, within the auction house, PlayStation, this was on Xbox, the auction house is the same. But the one thing I don't understand is if the auction house is the same, like Xbox, the Xbox I have right now, I don't have next gen, is the players on the current gen Xbox are the same players on next gen Xbox, but how does that work if they have different badges? So hopefully a Grant Hill pops up and so we can see what he is like. So for like a Richie Guerin, okay, Richie I think has the same amount of badges on current gen as next gen, so nothing has changed within Richie, I don't think, because he comes with 325 and 1, so that one might have an extra badge added to him. But I don't. David West, actually David West, here's a good example right here, guys. Here's a great example. David West comes with 5 Hall of Fame badges. On next gen he only has 4. So it's like whatever badges get removed, they just aren't going to come with on next gen. And so it's just going to be interesting. For people that don't play current gen afterwards, you won't even know. For example, some players might have Hall of Fame range on, or Hall of Fame, let's say Showtime. On current gen, that card's going to go for more. And you might be wondering, why is this card more expensive compared to the other cards? Because it's not going to appear like that on next gen. It's just going to be so weird, so different. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but it's just going to be so much different on next gen than current gen, especially with this shared auction house. I don't know how it's all going to work. I truly don't. I think the auction house as a whole is just going to be an absolute mess, to be completely honest with you guys. But packs look basically the same. Grant Hill, another example here. On current gen, Xbox does have those 9 Hall of Famers, but then on next gen, he does drop down to 7. I think he gets a couple extra silver badges. It's just going to be very intriguing to see what happens. As you guys can see, this Grant Hill card, look what he comes with here, which is Corner Specialist, Fearless Finisher, a new badge, Post Riser, Acrobat, Slithery Finisher. But it's just different. The different badges that are added. As you guys can see, Luke on the right has a stop and pop badge. Boost shot rating on standstill 3-pointers. Is that after dribbling? I don't know. If that's after dribbling, that might be a good badge to add. But as you guys can see, Grant Hill has gold highlight film, which boosts teammates' takeover meter after dunks. So he has that, but no more showtime. So it's just gonna be interesting how this all ends up working. I don't know, because that card on current gen still is going to have Hall of Fame Showtime, so it's just going to be very intriguing, very interesting. I don't know how it's all going to work. I wish I knew, but this is really the first look we get at next gen, and we kind of have an inkling on what it's going to look like. Auction houses are going to be the same, but the cards are going to appear differently. As you guys can see, like Clutch Defender, for example, was added to that Grant Hill card, and that's a new badge as well. So I don't know how it's all going to work. What I can tell you guys is the best situation I can give you, obviously I bought Grant Hill today, but if I'm you guys, I would try so hard to just avoid the auction house as a whole for the next couple of days. Wait for it to settle and just see what happens, because right now we don't really know how it's all going to work. We know badges are interesting, and we know next gen, the mode's basically going to look the same. Gameplay is completely different, and that's why I still have a lot of hope for next gen. That's what's going to make or break the mode. Auction house won't make or break the mode. New game modes, we already have plenty, will not make or break the mode. Gameplay. If gameplay is fun, next gen is going to be absolutely fire. No doubt about it in my mind. As you guys can see, the reward market is exactly the same. And as you guys can see, the community redemptions, nothing is going to change. Everything on current gen is the same on next gen. As far as rewards, redemptions, auction house is going to be the same. The prices are going to be the same. It's not two completely different things, but the weird thing is badges are going to be different. I don't know how it's going to work. I really don't. If you applied Hall of Fame Showtime to a player, I don't know if it automatically goes to that other badge or if you just lose it. It's just going to be very, very interesting, very intriguing. Now, I don't know if he ended up getting a game in here. Here he goes into freestyle to try looking at some stuff. But let's see, can Melo shoot threes? It looks like Melo can shoot threes from the corner, which they said they would fix, which is good. I like that. He can't find matches, so the servers are going to be completely different. You're not going to be able to match up with people on current gen from next gen, because he searched for a while, wasn't able to find a game. So we do know the MyTEAM mode is going to be the same. We know the auction house is going to be the same. Players are just going to appear differently. Like this Grant Hill on next gen appears differently, but it's the same card. So it's just going to be very weird. As far as gameplays are concerned, going to be very interesting as well. I'm planning on doing every single gameplay on next gen, but still planning to play 250k, which is all current gen. Going to be very weird, very new, but I'm excited for it. I think gameplay has a chance. We saw in that gameplay, it is going to be completely different. All from dribbling to different defense. So basically, I'm going to have to learn 2 games at the same time. Drop your comments on that next gen gameplay. the auction house, everything we know so far about gameplay. I'm not going to sit here and hate on the mode. I know a lot of people are like, it's copy paste, it's the same thing. Okay, it is. We knew that back a long time ago. We knew we weren't going to get anything new. What we don't know, what I don't know, is how the gameplay feels. I can watch it, I can see it doesn't look good. That I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. That didn't look like a lot of fun playing that. But with the right cards, how does Steph Curry look on next gen? That's the type of stuff, and it'll all be solved tomorrow. So guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.